So as I'm reading this problem, I'm again looking for totals as I read it, and I'm going to circle those. This problem says the sum of their ages is 97. We're always looking for that total next to the word is, because that is also the same as saying equal. The difference of their ages is 19. Circle that. Find their ages. So I've got to have two variables, x and y. X equals one age, and y is the other age. Next, when I go to set up my two equations, I'm going to set them equal to my totals. First one says the sum of, so I'm going to be adding. Well, the sum of their ages is x plus y, and then difference would be subtraction. So I'm going to take x minus y. Then I'll work these out. Just going to use elimination and add them, and I'll have 2x, because then the y's cancel, is equal to 126, or 116, excuse me. Divide by 2, x will be equal to 58. Then I'll just plug that into my first equation, have 58 plus y equals 97, minus 58, and I'll have y is equal to, cancel that, becomes an 8, that becomes a 17. This is equal to 39. This next problem reads, tickets to the concert were $2.50 for adults and $1 for students. $1,200 was collected and 750 tickets were sold. Write a system of linear equations that can be used to find how many students A and how many adults A and how many students B attended. How many students attended? So this already defines our variables for us. So we'll have A equals the number of adults and B equals the number of students. Again, as I'm reading through this, I had two totals in here. I had 1,200 and 750. So I'll set my two equations equal to those. Now, it says $1,200 were collected, so I need to take the amount of each ticket times the and add it to the amount of each ticket times however many tickets of that type were sold. So for adults, it was $2.50 times the number of adults tickets sold, plus $1 times the number of student tickets sold. Then it wants to know that lets us know that there's 750 tickets in all. So I'll just add the number of adult tickets sold plus the number of student tickets sold, which is just A plus B. Then I'll just use elimination to solve this, and I'm going to eliminate the B's over here, and I'm going to do that by multiplying the second equation by a -1. So I'm going to copy my first equation down. It'll be 2.5a plus 1b equals 1,200. And the second equation is a -a plus a -b equals a -750. Then I will add both of these equations, and that will give me 250 minus 1 gives me 150a. The b's cancel, and that is equal to, so that'll leave me with 450. Then I'll divide by 1.5, That will leave me with A equal to 300. Then I'm going to plug this into my second equation because that's the easiest, and it'll be 300 plus B equals 750. I'll minus 300 from both sides to get B equal to 450. And you can check this as well in the first equation by just typing it into your calculator. This problem says If Abby filled her goodie bags with 4 cookies and 3 candy bars and spent a total of $10.25 per bag, Marissa filled her goodie bags with 2 cookies and 7 candy bars and spent a total of $14.75 per bag. Each cookie costs the same amount. Each candy bar costs the same amount. Write a system of equations that can be used to find the cost of one cookie, x, which so for the variable x, and one candy bar, which is y. What is the cost in dollars of each candy bar? So in this problem, it already defines our variables for you, or for us, being x equals cost of a cookie, and y being the cost of a candy bar. Then we've got our totals. So it tells us a total of $10.25 per bag and a total of $14.75. So that'll be our 2 equations. So I need the number of cookies bought times the amount of a cookie. So 4x plus 3y, because I've got to take the number of candy bars times the amount a candy bar costs to equal what Abby spent in total. I'll do the same thing for Marissa, and that'll look like 2x plus 7y. Then I will use elimination, and I will multiply the second equation by a -2. And I'll copy the first equation again. And then I'll multiply the entire second equation by a -2. So it'll be a -4x minus 14y equals, that'll equal -29.5. Then you will just add these. The x's will cancel. From here, you'll just add them. You'll find y, and then that'll give you the cost for the candy bar. Then you'll substitute that into either one of your equations to get x, and that'll get you the cost of that candy bar.